Were you guys as worried as I was when all of this Lockie Galvin, Isaac Moses baloney came out, and then we had to sit back and be like, what about Jahream Bula? Because we have a glimmer of hope that just came out today. He has broken the silence about all of that. We're going to break it all down. And we're also talking about Starford To'a, Charlie Staines, how To'a's out, Staines is in, what that means for our lineup going up to St. George Illawarra Dragons this weekend for the Magic Round. It is going to be absolutely electric, and I cannot wait to watch the game. Before we get into that, though, my name is Geordie. I'm a diehard Tigers fan, if you couldn't tell. If you would like and subscribe to this video, it helps me and the algorithm out a ton, and we have so much to break down today, so let's get into it and stop wasting time. Bula has finally broken the silence about, what is the stance for him in the future of this club. We do have him on contract until 2027, and he definitely has been a topic of discussion these last few weeks, especially as Galvin revealed his plan to depart after this season. So there's a lot of speculation around that as well, and I'm waiting for more stuff to come out on that to cover it, but Bula says in his interview, I'm enjoying it here. We are changing things around it, and I can see where the team is heading, and of course, I want to stay. I don't want to go into all the detail about that stuff, but I love what I'm doing here, and I'm just focused on this week and the season ahead. That, to me, speaks volume. The fact that he is talking about what he is doing, he is committed. He is deeply committed to this team, to this club, week after week, only taking it week at a time. The fact that he's not focusing on the what ifs and buts, but focusing on the here and the now and the controllables, that speaks volume, that speaks loyalty, that speaks commitment. He then also, speaking of commitment, goes on to talk about Jahream Bula and how he has bringing an energy to this team, and that we're going on for a 5-4 lead this coming weekend against the Dragons. And if we win that, it's going to be the first time since 2019, guys. 2019 since we've had that kind of lead after 9 rounds. So Bula says it would definitely be a huge, huge confident booster for the team, seeing that we haven't done that for a while, and I am with him on that. The fact that we are at this state, it's just crazy. Like, the fact that we are even talking about this means we have so much growth. And when we look back on years by, I just never even thought we were going to be here again for a very, very long time, but we are here. We are in that pivotal transition phase, and I am so excited, and we have so many great people, and Bula even mentions that, like, in the past few years when things got tough, the boys would drop their heads, but this year has been totally different. Jahream brings a lot of confidence to the team, and he's good at making the whole team better, and I love that. The fact that it's not only just about him, but the fact that he is making the whole team better. That's what it's about. That is what this club is about. It's always been about how can we be better as a team? How can we build a culture? And that, to me, speaks volume. The fact that, Bula is bought in on that, bought in on the idea of what Benji Marshall is doing. We saw in the Thrive or Survive doc, the way he stood up, took that pipe, and went with it. One of the smallest fellas on the team. Like, that speaks volume, and that speaks character as well. So, really, really excited for him and the future of the club with Jahream Bula. Do you think we need to lock him down with all this extra cap space? Let me know in the comments below what you think. But we just had a pretty decently sized move on our team list this week. We have Charlie Staines is set to come back for his game this season, guys. Starford To'a was ruled out of Saturday's clash with that neck injury. To'a, his injury, will see Brent Naden shift to the center, which is super interesting, with Staines to the line up on the wing. Fatape also was initially named in the reserves, but dropped out of the squad due to personal reasons, which I'm really, really, good for him for taking that ownership and kind of that proactiveness to step down and be like, look, mate, I've got stuff going on. But also at the same time, I hope the bloke's okay and that, something serious isn't going on. But yeah, the fact that, Staines is coming back from, I think he had a perforated bowel or something like that. Something really nasty that, was really life-threatening. I'm really, really stoked that he is okay. But he is coming back on this weekend to step in at our center, at our wing, and I am really, really stoked to see what he can do. He is an absolute phenomenal player. His ability to run the ball, to pass the ball, to run through defenders, it is phenomenal, and I am so excited to see him play. My only concern is I hope he is feeling up to it, like after something that intense. I'm sure he's been going through a lot of physical therapy, but I just don't want him to overdo himself. And I know that he wouldn't be on the team and Benji wouldn't put him on if he was going to overdo it, but at the same time, things do happen, and I just hope everything is intact and in place and in order, because, yeah, man, I love that bloke to bits, and I just want to see him do his best. So as we look at our team list now, not much has changed except that. So we do have Bula still at 1, Taruba at 2, Dewey at 3, Naden at 5, Charlie Staines, Naden in our center, Charlie Staines on our wing, Galvin at 6, Luai at 7, we got Terome at 8, Uppy at 9, Fonu Pole at 10, Samuel Afayanu at 11, Seyfarth at 12, Twal at 13, which I love that podcast, was it Behind the Raw, that they had on there. Super, super humble dudes. Their banter, just everything about them. I love those two, the bits. They're awesome. On our bench, we do have De Silva, Hunt, Jack Bird, Sayunu Fayenu. And then in our reserves, we got Tony, Heath Mason, which he's an absolute weapon. Kit Luai, ditto as that, and Tristan Hope, ditto as well. Those guys are absolute units, and I am so pumped to see what we can do with this team going forward, because, it is going to be a bit of a big game. We're going up against Valentine Holmes. He is an absolute phenomenal player, and he's had a phenomenal career thus far. Absolute crazy. 110 tries, 210 appearances this season. Played 7 games. He's had 2 tries, 24 goals, which is absolute phenomenal. 75% kick-in rate, which is pretty decent. And his attack, he has had 6 try assists, so he's definitely moving the ball across the field, finding gaps, creating gaps, running gaps with his mates. He's had 14 tackle breaks. That's pretty decent, especially for a center. 4 line breaks, so that he is very quick on his feet. We've got to make sure we can contain him, lock him down, especially with Staines out there, especially with Brent Naden as well. We just got to make sure we are locked in. We are, tight. We're making sure we're coming up off the defensive line, being quick to the mark, things like that. Great passing receipts, 133. Defense, he is a bit of a weapon, 83.7%. He's only had 14 missed tackles this season thus far, 72 tackles made, so pretty decent. But his overall running meters is nearly at 1,000 meters, and his average running meter is 142 meters a game, and that, I think, is going to be our weapon. Not our weapon, it's going to be their weapon, and we need to make sure we have a defense ready for that, because in the way that he can make those line breaks, we got to make sure that, one, Jahream Bula is on the mark, back and fullback, waiting for him to come through. They're going to play that back line really, a lot and really solidly, I think, but let's not forget, they did have a nasty Easter game, and so they're going to be coming off a loss, they're coming off a win. We have that energy. They're probably feeling a little defeated. They've got new players in the mix as well. Definitely wasn't expecting To'a to be out and Charlie Staines to be in, but that is okay. We will be just fine. We will bounce back. We always do. We will play our game, what we know, and that is Tigers footy, eyes up footy. But I think Valentine Holmes is going to be one of the deadliest fellas that we got to contain. If we can contain him, I genuinely think we have a decent shot of shutting down a lot of points, in the sense that from him making tries, but in the sense that him creating and setting up tries. They're going to, like I said, play that back line, so I want to make sure we're not being sucked into any overlaps. I want to make sure our halves are on, so Luai and Galvin are on point, making sure they're shifting players along with them. Terrell May, Royce Hunt when they're on too, making sure that they are defensively brick walls. Same with Twal and Seyfarth, absolutely stopping forces those boys are, and it's going to come down to the wire for this game. So as you can see, this is from Zero Tackle, one of my favorite spots to go get footy content and footy media, so make sure you head over to Zero Tackle if you haven't already. Great bunch of blokes over there, really love what they're doing. But you can see this is a sweet little ladder that they put together. Just kind of wanted to dissect it a little bit. The Bulldogs, holy smokes, they are on top of the ladder. Huge season for them. I know this is West Tigers focus, this channel, but I also want to give credit where credit's due. They've had one loss this season. Absolutely phenomenal work for the Bulldogs, especially after previous seasons. Next up is Storm in second, Raiders in third. Man, the Green Machines, I'm loving what they're doing. That's definitely going to be a game that will be a full-on one for sure. Warriors sitting pretty in fourth. Broncos in 8. Okay. They are definitely going to have to step it up the next few rounds in order to start moving up the ladder. I think they will sit in the top 8 for sure. They normally do. The Cowboys, same thing. We've got our grand final game coming up against the Cowboys. Super pumped for that. Sharks, we gave them that one loss, so they're on a losing streak. Sea Eagles on that winning streak. They do have a bye, so they're going to be off this week. So this is our chance to win the game against the Dragons down here. We're on the 1 winning streak. They're on a 1 losing streak. We are all tied up in terms of wins. Sorry, not wins, in terms of losses. So it would be awesome if we can get that 5-4, and then they stick with the 3-5, and then they go down to a 2 losing streak as well. Rabbitohs sitting in 11th on the 3 losing streak. Dolphins sitting down at 12th on a 1 losing streak. Roosters at 13th with a 1 winning streak. Titans, my goodness, man. On a 4 loss streak, sitting at 14th. We are going up against them in round 20. I think it's going to be a total obliteration of them. It's going to be a great game. I think it's a home game at Leichhardt. We are giving tickets away, and in order to get tickets to that on this channel, make sure you join the Jungle Crew or the Claw Club. You can link is in the description below. Once you sign up for that, you're automatically entered into that. Once we hit 2,000 subs, I will announce the winner. Knights sitting at 15th with a 5 loss streak. Eels at 16th. Guys, you guys got to be better. Let's go. Come on, let's pick it up. And Panthers at the bottom. And I don't know if that's because Luai's gone or what's going on, but my boy Luai is bringing us to victory this year. We are finishing top 8 this year, I guarantee you. Big things for us as a club this year, and I am so pumped. So what do you guys think of To'a being out, Staines being in? Love Staines and what he's about and how he plays footy, so I'm super excited. But again, when you're out for a bit, this is his first game this season, things can be a little rusty, so I'm hoping that he shakes it off, shakes the feathers off real easily, and he's all oiled up, ready to go, because he is an absolute weapon. So drop some love for Staines, welcome him back in the comments below, and wish Starford To'a some well wishes, because he needs it. Neck injury is never fun. I broke my back a few years ago snowboarding, so I know that spinal injury freaking sucks, and it hurts, and it's uncomfortable. So big blessings to him, big prayers to him that he gets better, and that yeah, he is back and playing here in a couple weeks. But yeah, Latufa Inu is set to come back here in 2 to 3 weeks, from what I understand, from his thumb injury. We got just a huge couple weeks coming up. We need to start winning these games. We have to keep winning in order to finish in top 8 before our bye. It's going to be huge couple weeks, and you know that we do daily West Tigers content here, so if you want to stay up to date on the latest with this great team, make sure you like and subscribe to this video. Join the Claw Club or the Jungle Crew in order to win those tickets to the round 20 Titans game at Leichhardt Oval on the hill. But as always, you guys are freaking legends. We have so much to dream big about this year, guys, and I am so pumped to be a Tigers fan this year. Oh, one quick thing before I go. Who do you think would win? 100 men or 1 gorilla? If they had to go head to head, who you got? I'm putting my money on the 1 gorilla, dude. Those things are just so overpowered. There's no way 100 men could beat a gorilla. Anyway, Geordie out. You guys are the legends. Take it easy and have a great freaking day.